Today I actually started off very slow because I had some time this morning and somehow I just felt very, not even that tired, just a bit sleepy, you know? So my alarm went off at like 7, but I stayed in bed until like 7:30 and just stretched a little bit because I went to the gym yesterday morning, so that was needed. And I also have a very long work day ahead of me. Yesterday was also very long. I didn't even really like take a break, so I think today is going to be kind of similar probably, so it's good to have some extra rest. I just made some breakfast and in 15 minutes I have my first meeting of the day. In the end of the week actually, on Friday we have this team event, so I'm not working Friday and we're going to have like an on-site workshop. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, so far first week back is going pretty okay, I would say. I just made myself coffee and I kind of have to clock in. I have 2 very important presentations that I have to care for. One of them I will present this evening, kind of in front of my entire company. The other one I still have to prepare, but we need this to be done like next week probably. And it's my responsibility, so I have to like get people on board to help me out with that. And I kind of have some trouble like believing in myself, I guess, because I always feel like I'm not up for the tasks that I have to do. And I also noticed over like the last months that I usually like shy away from taking over something proactively, which is something you definitely should be doing if you want to be kind of successful in your career. Like, I know I cannot just wait every day for someone to tell me that I have to do something and what I have to do. But obviously the workload in consulting is already quite a lot, so whenever I do have free time, I usually use it to organize myself, go through like a bunch of mails that are still sitting somewhere, or like work a little bit slower, you know, and not to check what else I can be working on and then just overwork myself at some point. Yeah, that's something I'm definitely struggling with because I know I should be doing some more things proactively, but I feel like when I do things proactively, it's for the things I'm actually interested in, like diversity and inclusion. That's something that I did a lot in my work, but it was more like internal topics, and that doesn't have to do anything with my project work right now. I think for my like first year in consulting, it's okay if I'm just passing by, you know, and not thriving, because I do have to get used to working full-time. And I'm saying that now, and I'm already working full-time since 9 months, but it still feels like something very new that I have to get used to. I think after my first year we can do like a very big recap together as well and plan how the next year should be going. I think there's a lot that I learned, but for now I have to care for those 2 presentations. Good morning. It is early. It's not that early, it's like 8:40, but I slept very bad, so I only started now and my first meeting is in 5 minutes. Initially I was hoping that I can start this video on a very like positive note and talk about how I was sick again, and I had the last week to recover, and now I'm back, and now I can like start and take care of myself and set boundaries. But alas, I slept very bad. I didn't really have time for myself this morning. Now I have to attend a meeting, which is way too early for me, but I still have to do it, so I'll try again later. So I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm congested again. It's my third time that I'm sick since August actually, and we're like in the middle of October, so I've been sick every month and it is really, really annoying. I was sick in September as well, during a time where I had a very important deadline, so I couldn't really call in sick. I just did for like 2 days, and I feel like I didn't really get over this cold, and then now either I just dragged it with me or just caught a different one immediately afterwards. So last week I called in sick for the whole week, which was very important because I also had my period then in the end of the week, and I would have had to call in sick anyway. And now I feel better, but I don't feel like the greatest. But my period is over, my hormones are getting their shit back together, I'm getting my shit back together, so it's probably the best time right now to start again with work. I think in my last video I have been a little bit dissatisfied with my current situation. If I remember correctly, that I had a little outburst in my car, and nothing yet really changed, to be honest. I'm just trying to, stay afloat and do what I have to do and figure out what I really want for the future, where I want to go, what kind of projects I want to do. I'm not really sure yet. And I feel like I have this idea of doing project management, mostly because I don't feel like I can do anything else. And I think that's actually like a total mistake that I'm doing. There's probably something else I can do, especially operatively, because I don't really like project management, I think. The stuff that I'm doing, which could be counted as project management, is fine. But I think there could be something else that I would like. So yeah, I have to do some thinking. I have to put my thinking hat on this week. So let's see what I come up with. And besides that, we're definitely going to go to the office this week. I have a hair appointment at the end of the week because it is okay. It is okay, but it's not the best. Through the stress, I'm losing hair, which makes me even more self-conscious about how it looks like. So I'm going to do something with it. Let's see. I'm currently trying this instant coffee. It's okay. I have to say now that I worked for like half a day, I feel like I'm actually not yet ready to work. I don't know how I can be so sick the whole time, because I was so bored at some point last week, and now that I'm working again, I'm glad to have something to do and to talk to people, but it's actually so exhausting to talk. I just feel constantly out of breath somehow. So I just told my manager that I'm probably not gonna do the whole day today, but just do the task that I still have and then finish a bit earlier, I think. I definitely feel better than Monday, but I'm having such big trouble to sleep at the moment somehow. Yesterday I couldn't sleep until like midnight. I kind of had to sleep in until like 8, and I got up a little bit too late for my liking. But it's okay because today is actually not the busiest day, so I can take my time with everything that I have to do. On Thursday I actually have a very important presentation. I'm gonna hold something like a TED Talk in my company, and because I was sick last week, I didn't really manage to do that much. I did the presentation and I wrote down like a whole script, so I know like for once what I want to talk about, but I didn't yet really like present it for myself. Like I really have to practice it now. I'm just gonna do like half an hour, maybe like 2 rounds of presenting it, see like how much I know by heart from what I want to say and what kind of things I might have to like write down so I don't forget them. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm so hungry. Been so productive this morning, more than I have been for like a long time before work, but somehow today it just fit. It's a Friday. I feel like I can chill a little bit more. Probably not. Let's see. I have my first meeting in like 10 minutes, but yeah, I managed to do some laundry. Actually that was it, but never mind. The office was so full yesterday that I actually didn't manage to film that much, but we're gonna go back soon, so stay tuned. So as you can see, my hair is actually a lot lighter. I was at the hairdresser for like over 4 hours yesterday, and I decided that I have to get highlights again. I really didn't feel comfortable with like the darker hair and like my natural hair color that came through on the top. Yeah, I just bit the bullet and got highlights again. I think during wintertime I'm just more pale and I wear darker clothes and I feel like I look better with lighter hair during the time, and during summer I don't really mind. So I might just keep this until springtime and then take a break until the next fall. The first time I did highlights was like 2 years ago, and I went to a different hairdresser and they took way less care for my hair, and I had way less highlights as well. So I'm currently having the lightest hair color I've ever had. That's also because I'm not used to it right now. I saw myself with darker hair for like the last 6 months. But yeah, I'm actually excited for that. I think for winter it just suits me way better. And yeah, let's hope my hair can keep up with it, because I'm losing it every second, every hour. But I'm working on a solution there. So I have to say, besides that, the work week was quite exhausting. On Thursday when I went to the office, I actually didn't manage to film a lot because the office was very crowded and I had so much to do. I stayed until like 5:45, which was very long for me. And then it took me like 45 minutes to get home because of the rush hour. And yeah, Friday wasn't too different. So we didn't see each other that much. Yeah, now I'm trying to use the weekend to regenerate a little bit, even though it's almost over because it's already Sunday. I was thinking whether I want to go to the gym at some point, but I feel like this is such low priority and I just want to move once I have like back pain, which I do right now, but I can also just do some exercise at home. So I might do that. But yeah, let's see. I'm just going to stay a little bit more in bed, work on my video and drink some tea.